I think I'm live.
Yay.
Hooray. All right. We're a little bit early. We have 3 minutes still.
It's just you.
Some music, intro music playing.
Oh, nope. When I talk, it is also me.
Do what?
I have the YouTube up, and so when I talked, I popped up on camera. So I'm glad I'll be muted during the show.
Okay. Good to know.
I went over to see if you were live yet, and I was like, oh. So whoever talks shows up on camera, so I will definitely mute during the show.
You're hilarious. Yep.
They're not coming here to watch me.
Oh my gosh. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for being here. A special thanks to a couple of my patrons, my mom here tonight. So I attended my first SERFA in 2019 and I absolutely loved it. Oh, hey, John McNicholas. I see John commenting on the YouTube. Yeah, I loved it. I loved the people I met, and I'm quite an introvert, but even still, I met people and I made some friends. And it was awesome. Oh, John's in the waiting room. Let me admit him. Admit. What happens if I do this? Oh, looky here. Okay. I think this will be all me now. So not that you guys aren't worthy of being on camera. But anyway, yeah, so I attended my first SERFA in 2019, and then I was really looking forward to it last year. Oh, hi, David. I'm sorry you're having trouble with Zoom, but I'm glad you're in the YouTube. Anyway, so I was really looking forward to SERFA last year. Obviously, it didn't happen, and this year as well, but I've been enjoying the virtual thing so far. So, yay. Anyway, it's so awesome to see you guys. I'm gonna try to mute my mom just in case. Doesn't look like she's muted. I don't know if I can mute her. This is a lot, y'all. All right, so earlier tonight, I participated in the open mic. I played one song. I played Palisade Peaches. I was gonna start with that, but I think I'll wait and I will. Yes, Matthew, there is a turn on original sound option. I thought I had it on. See, this is so helpful when people join that know about this stuff. Yes, on Zoom. So Matthew, I thought I had original sound on. I got a new computer. Oh, hi, Kirby. Hi, this is the Kim is not sure what she's doing part of the show, but I got a new computer, which is amazing. I had the same MacBook Pro since 2009. So imagine the ancient version of Zoom that I was using, and now was finally able to update it. But it's different. So anyway, I'll do a sound check song. How's that? Sometimes I play with my thumb and it's a little quieter. Sometimes I play with my pick and then it gets louder. Like this. How's this? Yeah, yeah. How's that, Matthew? And I so appreciate your help. Or how's that, Jill and John? Was that We don't know. All right. Well, I made some adjustments,
Yep, sounds good, Kim.
but I don't know if it got better or worse. So that's okay. I can make more adjustments if I need to. I'll go ahead and get started. So, I wrote this song a few years ago about crushing on somebody. And in March of 2020, it kind of took on a different meaning. And fun fact, if you're ever concerned about not washing your hands for long enough, the first verse of this song, at least on the recording, is pretty much right at 20 seconds. Matthew, I am not sure original sound is on because it says it's off. But earlier, when you asked if I could turn it on, it said on. So I changed it. Let's just see how it goes. This is not really the song, this part. Now I'm going to start the song. It's called Sit on Your Hands. Just sit on your hands if that's what it takes not to touch me. I'll cover my lips 'cause that makes it harder to kiss your mouth. Take out my brain and maybe that way I'll stop thinking things that I'm thinking about. And put on your coat 'cause I think it's gonna get cold, dear. I won't sit too close, don't wanna pretend I can keep you warm. Take out my heart, these feelings, they just don't belong here. They'll only stir up the storm. And I know this is wrong, dear, but it's so hard to be strong here. And I wrote this song 'cause I can't say it's not going away. Here's the solo. Cover your ears, you don't want to hear what I'm saying. And I'll close my eyes, I don't want to see how you look at me. If I don't go to sleep, maybe I'll finally stop dreaming of things I know will never be. And I know this is wrong, dear, but it's so hard to be strong here. I know this is wrong, dear, but it's so hard to be strong here. I know this is wrong, dear, but it's so hard to be strong here. And I wrote this song 'cause I can't say it's not going away. I fall deeper each day. Just sit on your hands. 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 Just sit on your hands if that's what it takes not to touch me. That's all. All right. Any verdict on the sound? Was the guitar getting wonky? So I really don't know if original sound is on or not. I know that the way my older version of Zoom was, it would appear now that it's on, but I'm not sure. Okay. Thank you, John. Thanks. Special thank you to my patrons who are joining me on Zoom. And you can join me on Zoom sometimes too if you want to join my Patreon at patreon.com/Kim Ware. Yeah, well, Matthew, my older version of Zoom, that's exactly what it would say. This one, instead of saying turn off original sound, it says original sound : off, which makes me think that it's the opposite of how a previous version was. And like maybe it is off. But I don't know. I'll be really glad when is colon spelled out? Yes. John. Oh my God. Yeah, Kirby. Thank you, Kirby. I wonder if that's YouTube. And I can turn up a little bit too. Yeah. All right. Yo, thanks for listening. I know you have a lot of options, things to do tonight. And my name is Kim. I perform under the name The Good Graces. I never really Matthew, it's okay. I know it's really confusing. But anyway, I have a band called The Good Graces that I never used to call it a band because I have a thing about bands, because bands always break up, right? And then plus I write all the songs and they're really, really, really personal. So I just always felt kind of weird about calling it a band. And then I moved from Atlanta to North Carolina, and I missed the people that I played with so much that I decided that they're my band, whether they believe it or not. Yes, John. Bands. So anyway, the name of my band is The Good Graces. You can find me on all the things. Thegoodgraces.org is my website. So I think now I will play Palisade Peaches, which I played it earlier tonight. So if you were at the open mic, then you heard this. I didn't get to tell the story in the open mic, so I will take that opportunity to talk a little bit more about this song, and then I promise I won't talk so much the rest of this. But I went to song school in 2019, and it's a wonderful place. I highly recommend it. It was my second time there, and my dad had just passed away 2 months prior. So, I mean, I had been going through a lot. Obviously, my dad was a peach farmer, and I've always considered myself kind of a peach snob. Like when I moved to Georgia, that's the peach state, I was like, the better peaches are in North Carolina. But anyway, when I was at song school, it was the last day of workshops, and I was in a workshop with Cara Luft, who's an amazing songwriter from Canada, and she's a wonderful performer, a great player. She's amazing. Anyway, I'm in her workshop, and we're kind of in a circle, and we were all just kind of sharing stories about the week. And this gentleman sitting right beside me, his name's Bill McGinnis, he started talking about a song that he had just recently finished and wanted to share it with us. And so he started playing it, and it was called My Baby's Eating Peaches, something like My Baby's Eating Peaches and She's Growing Up Too Fast, or something like that was like the refrain. And I just thought of it as like my dad wasn't a songwriter, but if he ever was a songwriter, then that's probably the sort of song he would have written. Oh, let me let David in 1 second. Somebody in the waiting room. Cool. So anyway, so I was just blown away by that song. And you know that whole thing about how you can write a song and it means one thing to you, but it might mean something completely different to various listeners. And that totally was what was happening with me hearing his song. And we talked about that as a group, about just how cool that is, right? Because that song, to me, hearing him sing about my baby's eating peaches and she's growing up too fast, like that song meant so much to me and something really different than what it meant to everybody else. So we were just talking about that. It was pretty cool, right? So anyway, when I said that my dad was a peach farmer and I was talking about all that, this man sitting right across from me, he goes, "Have you ever had a Palisade peach?" And his eyes were so big, he was so excited. I had never heard of a Palisade peach. And that's what I told him. It's like, I don't know what a Palisade peach is. And he goes, "They get ripe on both sides." And if you're a songwriter, you've probably had that thing happen where you are having a conversation with somebody, or you overhear somebody talking and they say something, and as soon as they say it, you're like, I gotta put that in a song. Well, that had actually never ever happened to me. I've never done that before until I heard him say they get ripe on both sides. I was like, that's just cool. And that whole moment was just so friggin' neat. Later that day, a friend of mine brought me a Palisade peach, and it was amazing. So the moral of this very long story is, I thought I knew a lot about peaches. I thought I knew a lot about songwriting until I went to song school and everybody blew my mind. So you can still learn stuff. And this is called Palisade Peaches. Palisade peaches get ripe on both sides. You said it with so much conviction. And I thought of my daddy, how I miss him all the time. Sat up in my chair and I listened. I'm so far from Carolina, still I feel like I'm home. I never thought a peach from Colorado could make me feel less alone. Where the mountain meets the river along the west side, my head and my heart busted open, and I thought of my granny, so patient, so kind. She taught me to never lose hope, and I'm so far from Carolina, still I feel like I'm home. I never thought a peach from Colorado could make me feel less alone. In truth, it's not a mountain lion waiting in the wings. No, it's a harmless, pretty cardinal begging me to sing. Melody, quit making noises. Sorry. My husband's in the kitchen and he just got home. And I don't know if y'all got to hear that, but it sounded like people had bubble wrap and they were like popping bubble wrap. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Melody. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. You couldn't hear him, but now you know, John. That's what was up. Oh, hi, Steve. I just happened to notice your comment. Hello. All right. Let's talk more rock or something. I hope my mom's still here. My mom likes this one. This is called Live by the Water. I want to live by the water. I want to see all the stars. I want to walk till my feet get blistered. Turn the radio up in the car. I want to eat lots of peaches. I want to make my daddy proud. I want to tell all my teachers thank you, from a shy, quiet heart to the crowd. Nothing is promised, nothing is free. We all have problems. Just let them be, just let them be. You stole my heart by the water. You made me laugh more than cry. You stuck around when things got harder, and together we'll stick till we die. I want to tell you I love you, and I want to know you believe. I want to thank my lucky stars above you and pretend there's one up there that only we see. Nothing is promised, nothing is free. We all have problems. Just let them be, just let them be. Like a rose, we're in bloom. Coming home, see you soon. I want to live by the water. I want to see all the stars. I want to walk till my feet get blistered. Turn the radio up in the car. I want to live by the water. I was going to lose these. I don't need them anymore, I don't think. Anyway, thank you. Thanks. Let's see. I guess I'll sing another song about my dad. After my dad passed away, I came over here to my aunt's house, which coincidentally is where we are living now. And I came over here to tell her. And while I was waiting on her to come out, and I sat down outside her house, and it was kind of the first moment that I had had since he had passed away to just sit, and just kind of be by myself, right? So I was sitting there, and almost immediately when I sat down, this rabbit hopped up and sat down about probably 15 feet from me and just looked at me. And we just kind of felt like a moment. So he was just looking at me and I was looking at him, sitting there quietly. for probably about 2 minutes. And then he turned around and he hopped off into my dad's peach orchard. And my dad had really big ears. So that was just pretty cool. And now here at this house, there's a family of rabbits that live in the yard, and it is adorable. And we see them every day. And there was one morning I was, because I can look right outside the window here at my desk and just see in the side yard. And one morning there was 3 rabbits just chasing each other around and around in circles. It was just the coolest thing. Anyway, I tend to memorialize a lot of big things in my life with tattoos. You can see. So I have not yet got a rabbit tattoo, but I did write this song. It's called Rabbit Tattoo. I'm planning a rabbit tattoo, something to remind me of you. I just have to find the right place to reflect your style and your grace. You don't have to be in color. You were so black and white. Maybe I should think it over. Give it at least a year. Time for my head to clear, as if that's possible. Seems impossible. I'm planning a trip to Tennessee, something for my mama and me. She don't wanna get on a plane. We might take the bus or the train. We don't have to bring my brother. He'd only start a fight. Maybe I should think that over. It's been at least a year. Surely the air has cleared, or is that possible? It seems impossible. 'Cause grief takes up all the space in my suitcase these days. And it's getting hard to see clarity through the haze. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. It don't have to be in color. You were so black and white. Maybe I should think that over. Give it at least a year. Come for my head to clear, as if that's possible. Could it be possible? They say anything is possible, but it seems impossible. Impossible. Don't need no rabbit tattoo. I'll always remember you. song was impossible there for a minute. Thank you. All right, let's see. Hello, David. I'm glad you made it into the Zoom. Oh, yay. There's another new one. Sometimes I just want to write a country song. Oh my God, my husband just burped now. I'm sorry, y'all. See, I can't communicate with him. Well, I mean, I can try, but he's got his headphones on. So it would just be futile. Anyway. Oh, yes. So anyway, country songs. This is called Bird in One Hand. I really like taking old like phrases and like messing them up, getting them slightly wrong. And when people do that in front of me, I just find that one of the most amusing things. So this song started with that in mind, but I was like, I can't do a whole song just of that. So then it went elsewhere. Relationships, you know, that kind of stuff. If a bird in one hand is worth two with one stone, or something like that, so they say, maybe they'd understand how to get across the road and make it back home at the end of the day. I like a good challenge, but I'm not so sure this is a game that's worth winning. So I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna give in, 'cause I'm just too tired of pretending. And if I learn from my past, maybe I stop repeating things that feel good and hurt you so bad. Some people love to get used, I just love to feel needed. I guess to make up for the things that I lack. I like a good challenge, but I'm not so sure that this is a game that's worth winning. So I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna give in, 'cause I'm just too tired of pretending. Yeah, I'm just too tired of pretending. If actions speak louder than words, then why can't I seem to be heard? I guess we're all wearing masks and we all are uncertain. Don't know what we're doing, don't know what we've done. I guess the only sure bet is we're gonna be hurting. When it's all over, we won't know who won. We won't care who won. I like a good story, but I'm not so sure how I'm gonna rewrite the ending. So I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna give in, so damn tired of pretending. I wish we could both stop pretending. Thanks, y'all. I hope the sound is okay. Thank you, David. I think I'm gonna do 2 more if that's okay. I know it's getting late, but I did talk a lot at the beginning. I'm gonna talk a little bit more. So, January 6th, maybe like some of you, I was glued to the TV all day, and I have a lot of opinions. Sometimes I put them in song. And that day and the subsequent days, really the only thing, the main thing that I kept thinking was, what the hell are we gonna tell our kids? I don't have kids, but when I say we, kind of just mean us collectively. And that question, I just kind of couldn't stop thinking that. So I wrote this, and it's called Odds and Evens, and hopefully it'll be on my new album that I've been working on since last summer. It's been kind of my pandemic album, I guess. I think I'll finish it up this year and put it out next year. So if you don't follow me on all the stuff, please do if you want to hear about that. And thanks for being here tonight. This is called Odds and Evens. We call this even, 'cause it seems so odd. Is this the work of God? When we can't trust our leaders, who's got our backs? What's fiction and what's fact? What do we tell our daughters? What do we tell our sons when they see what we've become? We put them in boxes, sinners or saints, to justify our hate. We're throwing out daggers while we hide behind screens. How did we get so mean? What do we tell our daughters? What do we tell our sons when they see what we've become? And in the history books one day, they'll say that no one really got their way that day. What do we tell our daughters? What do we tell our sons when they see what we have done? If you and I aren't that different, if you and I are the same, why are we so just gonna do one more. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me. I swear I have played live over the internet before. In fact, I often play on Kimono My House, which several of you know about, but some of you might not. And it's a Facebook group that I started with my friend Andy Gish on March 13th, 2020. And it was basically created as a means of keeping Atlanta musicians connected. And it really grew to be much more. There's members from all over the world, and we have recurring shows. There's a show every Wednesday night. Tom Cheshire and Lars Nagel play with, they get a third person to play with them. They call it BLT. It's a wonderful show. There's some comedy shows, a new show that's happening on Tuesday nights with a comedian called It's Casual. Anyway, it's a really great place, a really wonderful community. So just look it up. It's a Facebook group. It's called Kimono My House. I think it's just like Facebook, .com/group/Kimono My House ATL is the URL. But you should be able to find it pretty easily on Facebook. So anyway, it's been wonderful, and it's been one of the brightest spots for me over this past year. And I thought I would close with this song that I usually close out my sets with this. Oh yeah, Kirby, you should play for us. They would love you there. But anyway, this song it's really special to me because I went through a divorce back in 2004, and it was the first time I'd ever broken up with anybody. Happened to be my husband. And that sucks. Like, it obviously sucks to be broken up with. That's happened to me a lot in my life. But it's really hard being the person that does the breaking up. And excuse me, I carried around a lot of guilt about that for a long time. And this song kind of helped me get past that. And whenever the pandemic started, this song was so hard to play, and I just didn't play it for a while, because when I would play it live in Atlanta, so many of my friends would come on stage at the end and sing with me, and I just really missed that. And plus just the nature of the song and some of the lyrics. Anyway, it's called 7-Year Sentence, and thank you so very much for bearing with me tonight and being here and listening. Sing along at the end if you like it. I'm going to hell, but my friends are there, so it won't be lonely. I'm going to hell where everyone cares, 'cause everyone knows me. Well, I'm trying to make sense of all the consequences of burning down bridges and fences we mended. I spent the last 7 years just pretending I'm not gonna break your heart. See you in hell, just walk away, pretend you don't see me. Stories we'll tell to get through the day, to mask all our grieving. Well, I might have lost sight of what's right and what's honest, devised my own version of keeping a promise. I spent the last 7 years to hell. You guys, thanks a whole bunch. I'll put these big old space things on now. Thanks, y'all. Kind of unmute yourselves and say hi if you want to. You don't have
Thank
to.
you.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. It was so nice to have an audience I could see. So, and thank you so much to the people on YouTube as well. Oh, hi Julie. Good to see you. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. You guys helped make it fun. So thank you. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. For the people attending the virtual SERFA, I hope you have a blast. All right. And okay.